Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we got an update in the news today on Global that indicates that the start of part 2 is right around the corner. So a couple of things that were mentioned. The new stages being added to the Garlic Jr. story event. These will be the ones that allow you to get the medals to awaken the STR Piccolo into Piccolo and Krillin. Hopefully you farmed this guy up already. Because obviously the event becomes unavailable until they've updated and added the new stages. But hopefully you did this already. I did mention this in a previous video because the unit, the Piccolo and Krillin, is actually somewhat useful. Like, they're a good free-to-play unit, especially on the Heavenly Events team. They're a 3-key 30% support unit for that team. They have 100% attack and defense. They get an additional 100% attack and defense when there's a Kid Gohan on the team. And then they get another additional 100% attack and defense and foresee enemy super attacks when there is a Gohan Kid in the same turn. So if you're running Gohan's team with like double Gohan leads and you have one on both rotation, this guy floating in the third spot is always going to be foreseeing enemy super attacks and has 300% attack and defense, which is pretty good. So I mentioned it in the previous video where I talked about these guys, but this unit puts units like Zarbon and Dodoria to shame, because this unit doesn't even have an EZA and is arguably way better than Zarbon and Dodoria even after their EZA. So this guy is definitely going to be very, very useful for that Heavenly Events team. They are on Joined Forces, Kamehameha and Battle of Wits as well. So any team you can fit them on where there's going to be a bunch of Heavenly Events units, they could still have some use, but obviously you mainly want to use them in a team with the Kid Gohan. But of course they trigger all of the parts of his passive by having a Piccolo or Krillin ally on the team, as well as having a Heavenly Events unit to be on the same rotation as him. So this unit is just very, very good, very strong free-to-play unit. And of course they are the Heavenly Events free-to-play lead for 50% to stats and 3 keys. So make sure you get these guys farmed up and awakened, because they definitely can be very, very useful. So the next part of the news is, of course, everybody's favourite game mode, Explosive Chain Battle, is coming back to Global. This is going to be the versus Piccolo fight. So it says the 3 special categories advantageous in this event are Heavenly Events, Revenge, Bond of Master and Disciple. So this is the page from the wiki here. You can see all the advantageous characters. I mean, we know the drill with Chain Battle now. Like, obviously if you pulled the units from the banner, then you're going to be slightly better off, because, you know, the Gohan's in here, Garlic Jr. is in here for the extreme side. But Revenge, Heavenly Events and Bond of Master and Disciple don't exactly have the hugest extreme character setup. As you can see here, the LR Nappa and Vegeta are on here. The random other Nappas are on here. Then you've got Garlic Jr. and Lord Slug. So this is going to be an interesting one. Typical with Chain Battle, it will just be a case of wait to see, like on the first day, what people are getting high scores with. Because I wouldn't be surprised if the optimal extreme setup has nothing to do with the characters that you see here. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then the super type characters, I mean, it's pretty much all just different versions of Gohan. So depending on your box, this could be a fairly straightforward one to make a decent team setup out of. And then the other thing that was mentioned in the news is the new support memory. So basically Global has slowly been drip feeding in these support memories that came out on JP first with various events. Some of them, of course, came out during like the GT Golden Week event or Saiyan Day, which was on both versions at the same time, but we didn't have support memories then. So things like the Krillin singing one, they've just been added in slowly but surely after the fact. So this one, the GT Baby Saga story event, is going to be updated so that you can get the Bulla Went Shopping support memory. This is basically a supercharged version of the Oolong one that we already have, where it increases the buff that you get from your bonus category percentage when you're doing a mission where you want to farm a certain thing, whether it's medals or character card drops, anything like that. This increases that boost, and it is better than the Oolong one. So it uses a different color film and it costs more. I believe the Oolong one is 70 red, this is 100 blue, but this is good for when you're farming a bunch of stuff especially when you're not going to be using any of those support memories anytime soon. Like, you could just bust out 2 of these on 2 runs and get some nice extra drops when you're farming a unit. I mean, if you want to farm this up first, you could then always use these to quickly farm the medals for awakening the Piccolo and Krillin. So this is going to be fairly decent. This isn't like crazy exciting, but it will be a nice little thing to help you buff your farming activities. Now, nothing else is mentioned in the news update other than these 3 things, because they don't normally put things in the news for things like the Part 2 LR banner. Like, we always get that teaser a few days before a new celebration about what the next Dokkan Fest is going to be, like we got for the Kid Gohan, but there's nothing about the Part 2 LR banner. But with all this stuff coming out, we should see the release of the LR Goku and Piccolo. So this unit is certainly interesting. They unfortunately fall into one of those categories of summonable LRs where they are actually good. Like, they can be really good on the right team and on the right setup, but unfortunately they're just not on a lot of teams. They're on full power, obviously they're on joint forces, they are on movie heroes, and they're on saviors. Movie heroes is kind of a dead team. AGL Gogeta is still fairly good, but really can't cut it in like the hardest content anymore. Things like the GT Legendary Goku event, Legendary Vegeta event on JP, his defense is just not good enough towards the end of those events, and then in those events where they cancel out dodging in the final stage, especially at the GT Goku event where he's also got type disadvantage, like, just gets absolutely destroyed. So Movie Heroes is a team that's kind of dropped off a little bit, Joined Forces is a team that nobody really runs, and then like Full Power doesn't exactly have a top tier Dokkan Fest leader at the moment either. So Saviors is a really good team. Tech Gohan, of course, the GOAT, representing still. But do they really fit on his team? I mean, their links are a bit weird. Infighter, Shocky Speed, Tough as Nails, Experienced Fighter, Solid Support, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. You could definitely get some good links on that Gohan team, like Solid Support, Fierce Battle, Shocking Speed, Infighter. Those are fairly common on that team. But they just are in a bit of a weird place. But they are a fun unit for sure, and like I said, when you get them running on their optimal rotation and everything, they definitely do look pretty strong. They put out some big numbers. So if you're somebody who does want to pull for this unit, bear in mind they of course do not come with their own like Dokkan Fest event or anything like that. You awaken them from medals that already exist. So if you want to pre-farm these medals, they require the medals from the AGL Goku and the Physical Piccolo event, and that awakens them to their TUR phase. And then they require a bunch of other different medals here. We need the more transforming Goku and Piccolo medals, and then it's going to be the medals from the story event that you use to awaken the Krillin and Piccolo. So obviously you can't pre-farm those, but you can pre-farm all of the AGL Goku and Physical Piccolo medals if you want to do that sort of thing. Sometimes it is nice to pre-farm these medals, even if you're not going to summon on the banner. It's nice to have the medals ready, because then of course if you summon on the next LR banner, which for global could potentially be with the Gogeta celebration getting the Part 2 Janemba, who is a very good unit, who I am very excited to summon for. You never know, you could end up pulling this guy from that banner or even any future LR banner, and then of course you'll have the medals already good to go to awaken him. So that's the only things that we, I guess, know for sure are coming with Part 2. I'm still really hoping that we get an announcement of the Super Battle Road stages that we should have got with Part 1, but obviously at this point in time we have no way to know. So this is all coming out at the time this video goes up. It's going to be around like 36 hours, so if you're watching it as soon as it comes up, it's not tomorrow, it's the day after. And yeah, hopefully we will get some more information. Hopefully we will get those Super Battle Road stages, because there's going to be big things coming for Global in November. So hopefully we get a nice big rounding out of the month here. Obviously we know from the V-Jump leaks yesterday, Global should be getting the 17 and Android 8 Halloween unit at the same time as JP, because we did last year get the Grandpa Gohan and Pan at the same time. So that's obviously going to be coming towards the end of the month as well. So a lot of stuff coming here to end out the last part of this celebration. Hopefully we get them Super Battle Road stages, and then it'll be exciting to see what we're actually getting on Global in November. So let me know down below, what are you most hyped about? Are you going to be summoning for LR, Piccolo and Gohan? I will do Goku even. I will do a specific video like Summon or Skip about their banner, because obviously being a legendary summon banner, it's Not the greatest, but we'll do a separate video all about that. So let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.